Episode number 9 starts on Earth in the Rangers Command Center, and for me this is the best episode of the entire season. Now Billy already knows Zido's secret, and Solon says that they have tried many methods to reverse the consequences when he uses all the magic, but nothing has worked. Ian is desperate because he doesn't want to lose his friend again, so he asks Zido not to use magic anymore, but he tells him that the Morphin Masters brought him back to help with the battle against Zedd, so he must use magic. At that point, the Rangers get a call from Lord Zedd, who tells them that destroying the statue didn't work, and we get to see Ollie's face as he continues to pretend to be a villain biding his time. We also see that Slither is tied up and Mucus has been locked in his liquid form in a container. Then, Zedd reveals that Bajilia is still alive, and the Rangers are confused as they thought they had destroyed her and her daughter. Now we can see Ollie holding his gun and starts to move a little away from the monsters and then starts shooting. With these shots he manages to get Lord Zedd away so he can have some time to send a message to the Rangers. Ollie reveals to the Rangers all the plan that Lord Zedd has, which is connecting the machine that stores the energy of the Morphin Masters to his throne to be able to use all that energy and transform into a unique Morphin Master. Unfortunately, Lord Zedd manages to stop Ollie, and I don't know if you agree with me, but I think Ollie wasted his chance by using the worst moment to show that he was no longer a villain. The Rangers start to discuss everything that can happen if Lord Zedd manages to become a Morphin Master, and Zido reveals interesting things that can solve many doubts of Power Rangers fans. One of the things he says is that the Morphin grid can't be destroyed because it doesn't work that way, but Zedd can destroy the connection to the grid that all the Rangers have, and that's why the Morphin Masters keep the balance. This lets us know that the ideas of the grid being destroyed at the end of Power Rangers are not possible, but the reality is that this is something that can be changed with the power of the script. Now the Rangers are preparing to travel on the ship to planet Eltar, and Billy wants to ask Amelia several questions. The Blue Ranger tells him that Eltar was the home of his mentor, Zordon, and this is why it is very complicated to get Lord Zedd out of there, since it makes him happy to conquer his enemy's planet. Billy worries that since Lord Zedd knows that the Rangers are going to go after Ollie, he has a trap set up, but Amelia tells him that they have faced difficult things every time, and this time they have him. Despite this, Billy explains to her that all the Ranger teams are busy fighting Lord Zedd's army on Earth, so he must leave to help his own team. He also advises Amelia that if the Cosmic Fury team waits a little longer, then all the other Ranger teams will be ready to join forces, and all together they can attack Lord Zedd with awesome force. Basically, this is the ending that all of us fans wanted, but Amelia preferred not to wait and travel alone to the planet Eltar to face Lord Zedd. I honestly don't know if this was the moment when the writers of the season had to change their choice, because Hasbro only approved 10 episodes and maybe a legendary battle couldn't be done in such a short time. Amelia's decision is based on the fact that they must get there before Lord Zedd becomes a Morphin Master, because, if he succeeds, then no one will be able to stop him, and perhaps no Ranger will ever have a connection to the grid again. It is a dangerous plan, but it was probably the best decision, since it would be useless to wait if they are not going to be connected to the grid, so Lord Zedd must be stopped as soon as possible. Billy then congratulates Amelia for being an amazing leader, and then says the line that makes all of us Mighty Morphin fans skin crawl, "May the power protect you." Now the Rangers arrive on planet Eltar and realize that a giant monster was waiting for them, so they call all the Zords. The giant monster casts a spell into the sky so that the weather changes and it starts to rain, making it difficult for the Rangers to see the battle. The rain has been a great disadvantage for the Rangers, who are taking a beating from the monster that manages to separate the Zords. Because of this, Ian activates some Zords to stop the rain, and now the Rangers decide to create the Ultra Megazord to get the best combination in the battle. I must be honest, this Ultra Megazord is horrible, but it destroys the monster easily with a very powerful attack. After this, the Rangers manage to enter the castle, destroying all the sentries using their new weapons, and I must say that these weapons are the best thing that has happened to Dino and Cosmic Fury's team. Every battle with these weapons looks awesome and every attack looks very powerful. Amelia has managed to do with that hammer everything the fans wanted to see: smash and destroy. All the Rangers are reunited, and even though they are having a very emotional moment because of Amelia and Ollie's reunion, no one has noticed that it is quite odd that the main villains are nowhere to be found in the castle. The rescue was a trap, as the Rangers are locked in that place without being able to use their teleportation, and in 20 seconds the castle is going to explode. Zido again gives up his life to save his team and uses what little magic he has left to create a force field. After this, the Morphin grid opens and Zido's spirit begins to leave his body, but Ian cannot accept what is happening. The Rangers say goodbye to Zido, but somehow Ian's spirit leaves his body and is held by Zido's spirit as they both begin to join the grid. When the grid closes, Zido's body disappears as if that body was just magic, but Ian's body remains there, and without his spirit it is almost like being lifeless, but he is only unconscious. Because the staff was given to the Rangers by the Red Morphin Master, it stays there, and so does the morpher that Zido was using. Now the Rangers are on the ship trying to find Zedd, but they also discuss that if he manages to make the power transfer and becomes a Morphin Master, then he will be 100 times stronger than the final monster of the second season of Dino Fury. Ollie has the idea of linking all the weapons together to turn them into one powerful weapon, and then we can see Zido's orb start to change to blue. Now the Rangers find Lord Zedd, but unfortunately, they are too late, as all the Morphin Master's energy is inside him and he now transforms into Master Zedd. This has been one of the best moments in the entire season, a very exciting moment to be able to see an impressive transformation of Lord Zedd, and his whole new costume looks spectacular. The Rangers transform even though Master Zedd thought Ollie no longer had powers, and then combine all the weapons to create an awesome new cannon that reminds us of many previous outfits. The shot from this cannon does absolutely nothing to Master Zedd, and then the Rangers call in the Zords, which Zedd destroys like toys. Because of this, Amelia and Ollie have the brilliant idea to use the gun to lock Master Zedd up, but at that moment, Scrozzle arrives and locks up Lord Zedd. Then the sentries use the cannon to shoot the Rangers, and they lose the transformation due to the strong hit. Everything has been a plan of Bajilia from the beginning, which has brought the news to film the entire event and thus be able to raise the value of their company. The plan is that with all the evil energy of Lord Zedd, soon that tube will explode, and this will create a wave of evil energy that will destroy all the good beings but will leave alive all the evil beings. Basically, it's the same thing that happened with Zordon, but in reverse, and this is why Ollie asks the Rangers if this plan sounds familiar. The reporter even asks Bajilia if this wave has any resemblance to Zordon's famous shockwave, but she quickly says that they are very different. While the villains explain everything they did to get Zedd to fall into the trap, Mucus and Slither teleport in so they can help the Rangers, and Solon sends a message to all the Ranger teams.